Hello, students. Welcome to the new session. Today we'll be speaking about the sentence kinds based on meaning. So, we have been discussing about preposition, conjunction, so all those things, and adverb, position, and so on. So, now we move on to see about the sentence kinds based on its meaning. So, in English language, um, sentence and its kinds, it matters. For example, assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, negative sentence, declarative sentence, imperative, exclamatory, and so on. So we have to identify all these kinds of sentences, and sometimes we'll be able to, or we there will be a possibility to change it into another form. That is called a transformation of sentences. So before we move on to it, we have to see the um, kinds of sentences and the changing and other kind of things which happens. So what are kinds of sentences? Depending upon the meaning and also the tone which the speaker wants to convey through the statement, sentence can be classified into five types. That is assertive or declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and the last one, optative. So optative, like the something like expressions or a wish or prayer, something of that sort, are called optative sentences. Now we move on to see all these kind of sentences in the detail. That is assertive sentence or declarative sentence. What is assertive sentence? Or else we can also tell that it's a positive sentence. So this assertive sentence or declarative sentence can be either positive or negative. Declarative means what? We're declaring something or we are saying something. A statement um, I'm going home tomorrow. It's a statement. It's an assertive sentence. It's a declarative sentence. I'm declaring that I'm going home. So those kind of sentences, for example, to convey information or simply make statement which could be positive, that means to affirm something, or negative, which means to deny or negate something, which shows a negation, is called negative sentence. So the assertive and declarative sentence are of this sort, which means speaking about the this statement or declaring something. For example, Mr. Asad will be coming to visit this afternoon. Mr. Asad will be coming to visit us this afternoon. It's a affirmative sentence. We can say it's a positive sentence. In the same way, the technicians have not come, so we can't use the computers. So it's a declarative or affirmative sentence, but it is used, it has a negation in the sentence because the technicians have not come. They haven't come, and a negation is used in the sentence. So that is called assertive sentence. That is assertive sentence. Okay, that is the first one. And the second one is all about the imperative sentence. So imperative sentences are sentences which ask questions. For example, where did you keep the books? So here it's a question which is there, and what will happen? These sentences which ask a question is called imperative sentences. For example, where did you keep the books? Where did you go? How did you come to school? So all these are imperative sentences which ask questions. And shall we tell our parents about our weekend plan? Shall we tell our parents about our weekend plan? So what is that? It's a imperative sentence, which means it asks a question. Ask to ask different kinds of, see, there are different ways in which we can ask a question. For example, um, is it your pen? Shall we go for a movie? Or else, where did you come? How did you go? So all these are different types of questions. So the interrogative sentences are sentences which ask a question. So that is interrogative. Okay. Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. So the first one is a assertive sentence or declarative sentence. The second one is interrogative sentence, and the third one is imperative sentence. The sentences which is used like a command or instruct someone or make a request. For example, may I come in? It's a request. Or else go out of the class. It's a command. Please don't come inside with muddy shoes. It's a command which they are giving. So those kind of sentences are called imperative sentences, which convey an expression which comes like a command, instruct, or a request. Don't come in the class, go out of the class. So all these are command, instruct, or request, and so on. So all these are called imperative sentences. The sentences which ask a command, instruct, or a request is called imperative sentences. So the third one is imperative. Imperative sentences. So the third one is imperative sentences. And we move on to the next one, that is exclamatory sentences. So these exclamatory sentences express feelings or emotions. It express feelings or emotions. For example, how beautiful the sky looks this morning. How beautiful the sky looks this morning. It is an exclamation. He is exclaiming and telling that how beautiful the sky is. So those sentences which is convey a meaning like emotions, exclamations, feeling, and all those things are called exclamatory sentences. The example is, oh God, I can't bear this anymore. So there is an exclamatory word which is used in the sentence, and it gives the feeling of the feeling of the particular person, or whatever it is, or the emotion of the person, or whatever it is. So, and the last one is optative. So I did not write. Fourth one is exclamatory. Exclamatory sentences. So the next one is exclamatory sentences, and the last one is optative sentence, which express a wish or prayer. For example, may you have a happy and successful life, and long live democracy, or something of that sort. So all those things are called optative sentences. So I did not write. So these are the 4 and 5 things like assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory, and the last one, optative sentence. So this optative sentence also can come under like exclamatory. So that's it. So we have spoke about the kinds of sentences, that is assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. And now we move on to speak about the transformation of these sentences. That is, positive sentence can be changed into negative sentence, and an interrogative sentence can be changed into assertive sentence. Imperative sentence can be changed into assertive or declarative or declarative sentences. Exclamatory sentence can be converted into assertive sentence. So we will see these kind of a transformation. And before we move on to it, what is transformation? The word transformation means changing a kind of sentence, or a sentence, to another form without changing its meaning. See, in page number 103, it is given, we can say the same thing in different ways. That is, this means that one kind of sentence can be transformed into another kind without changing its meaning. So when we do the transformation, the meaning won't change. What happens actually? The structure of the sentence changes. For example, an example which is given there, how perfect the drawing looks. How perfect the drawing look. It's an exclamatory sentence which is given. And we'll see the example which is just below that. That is, The drawing looks perfect. It is an assertive sentence. So what happens here? Here, the exclamatory sentence which is given in the first line is changed into another form without changing its meaning. But the structure of the sentence or the kind of sentence is different. The first one was exclamatory and the second one was assertive. Or else we can say it's a declarative sentence. The second example, wasn't it kind of him to help us so much? It's an interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? A sentence which asks a question. And it is changed into assertive sentence. That is, it was kind of him to help us so much. It was kind of him to help us so much. So the interrogative sentence is changed into assertive sentence. So what happens there? The question form which was there in the interrogative sentence is changed to a natural sentence structure form. That is, it became an assertive sentence. So that is what happens in a transformation. Then how well behaved the children are? The children are the children behave well or the children are behaving well. So we can convert in any way. For example, what a shame it is. So it's a sentence which is in a exclamatory and we can convert the same sentence into assertive form like what a shame it is. We can convert like it is a great shame or it's a shame. So in the same way, we can convert the sentences. So this conversion is called transformation of sentences. In the same way, there are some other examples which are given there, like see many exercises which are given, and if you do the exercise and see, you will see the different changes and style of changing and so on. Uh, in exercise number D, it is given transform this assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. For example, an example is given. This is his book. So it is like, is this his book? So that is it became an interrogative sentence. In the same way, there are many examples which are given, or like she can run fast. Can she run fast? That's the interrogative form of it. And the next one, transform affirmative and negative sentences. See, there is a slight variation when we change negative sentence to positive sentence. So what happens? For example, his explanations are always difficult. That is a affirmative or positive sentence. How do we change that particular sentence into negative form? It can be like this. His explanations are never easy. So there is a word which shows a negation in the sentence. And so it becomes a negative sentence. That is the word never. In the above sentence, it was his explanations are always difficult. So it was always difficult. And when we come to the negative style of sentence, it is like this. Its explanations are never easy. So there what happens? In the negative sentence, we have used the antonym of the word which is used in the first sentence. That is of difficult. And when we come to the negative sentence, it became easy. But there is a word which shows a negation. That is never. The word never is used in the sentence. So that's it. And we will see one more example. That is, we cannot go for the outing without his permission. That is a negative sentence. The word cannot and without is used in the sentence. And how do we change it into a positive sentence or an affirmative sentence? That is, we can go for the outing only with his permission. That is, cannot is changed into can go for the outing only with his permission. So there, a positive form of a word came and it became a positive sentence. So this is the end of the session, and we will come up with a new topic in the next class.